first down. Schaefer. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. It's a close game here early on. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're nice.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Back in that Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
No, check, Patriot.
On 3rd down, Schaefer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way. Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Set. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on first down. Parker, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Patriot!
Operating from the gun. Schaefer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down. Parker. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Parker, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky
switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Detroit!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll drop to throw. Got it in right side. It's sharp. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Gone! Detroit! Gone! Now, Barney!
Throwing on first down. Schaefer, throw left side, complete. It's Smith. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Schaefer looking left side, and it's complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Block in the back. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. His throw incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Schaefer, flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Schaefer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking to throw. Schaefer. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. The Raiders looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. The Packers with an ideal start as they move to 1-0 in front of their home faithful. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've got the lead in that one over the...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. An update from down in Tampa. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Back to throw. Schaefer. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Watching now, Barney! Barney! Over!
They'll run on first down. Parker, his carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down now, Parker, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And he whips that one incomplete there. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Gone!
From the gun, Schaefer. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's complete to Sharp. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Wide open receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Watching that, Barney! Barney!
On first down, Parker. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now let's go! 3-19!
They'll run on first down. Parker, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold?
Holding. Offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Schaefer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is That's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They go play action here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Full start offense.
So that'll back him up 5. And the Panthers, who were the least penalized team in the entire NFL last year, come up here on a 1st and 15.
Let's go. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll run on the draw. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Parker. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the gun on 3rd down, Schaefer firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The result, a 1st down, as the quick slant gets him 14.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
That's defensively a backbreaker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, the only hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw, and he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Holding offense.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Higgins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about. Sex all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Green, 39.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And down he'll go at the 25. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Set. 319. 319.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for our visitors, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play